Hey, Shalom, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Wakakodas, double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone. Taught us this truth, salutation, all y'all can pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson. I was on this channel from this Jake. His name is Edwards Economics, and the spirit has got 144 in the views. Called Law Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says gig economy has collapsed and can't pay workers anymore. All right, and one thing about the camp that I'm in DC, we always said, the economy is about to collapse when the gig economy collapses. Gig economy meaning Uber, DoorDash, Walmart, Spark, Instacart, you name it, Amazon, you name these apps. And right now there's a huge, drop in income in these different apps. Especially now because it's summertime, so you got people that work for the school system, even though if they're full-time, right, they still get paid. They still doing these little summer apps to supplement their income. You got people you got substitute teachers, part-time workers in the school system, college students. They're doing these gig apps, especially now it's summertime, so summertime they're off, they're away from school, they're away from their other jobs, they're away from coaching, so they're doing these gig apps, and it's bringing the income down because there's only so many orders, right? Let's just say in your town you got 100 orders. I'm just throwing a round number. Let's say you got 100 orders in your little town or your area, your zone, right? Because that's what basically these gig apps are. They separated by zones. And normal time of year when school and everything's in session. Let's just say it's 50 drivers, right? 100 orders. That's enough for you to have a order, 100 orders per hour, right? Let's just say that's enough for you to have an order. You go do your order, drop it off, come back to your zone, and get another order, right? But now summertime, let's just say that number, instead of 50 drivers, it's 200 drivers. Or 100 drivers, right? Let's just say it's 100 drivers. And it's 100 orders still, right? Then that means it's only enough orders for a driver to do 1 per hour, and that 1 per hour is basically cutting your income in half, man. It's cutting your orders in half, man. So you're making half your money, half of your income, man. So that's a problem with gig apps, man. It's oversaturated, not enough orders. Then the CEOs, they got to make their profit before you can make a profit. So they're cutting base pay. They're not giving you your full tip. It's just a scam, man. But like I said, really this gig economy was really set up for the men of law, because you got a lot of brothers that did Uber, DoorDash, etc. Including myself. I did a few apps, right? Which I believe, me personally, I believe the best apps are the ones no one know about. The apps no one know about. Those are the best apps, because it's not that much competition, and you get to make your own money. Because I've been doing that app shit. My first app was like, I think 2019. I had a part-time app. I still had my full-time job, but I had a part-time app on top of it. And then so I had an app in 2019, 2020. Then that app went under because I did my job so well that they didn't need me anymore. So that was the end of that app. And then I want to say I got back on 2024. So between late 2024, like around November, I want to say it was Black Friday 2024. Then that's almost 2 years. You know, I've been doing this app shit full time, and you know, you barely getting by doing this, man. Call all y'all about shitting outside, or you know, he opened up other avenues to make money. You ain't gotta depend on it, you know. So you doing this app shit, just do it. I say the best way to do it. Use it as side income. Don't use it as your main source unless you got a official app that's like always busy, you know. Because the best apps that pay the most, they say, are the medical couriers. You know, you deliver some kidneys, some vital organs. You know, fucking heart transplant shit. You delivering fucking prosthetic limbs, whatever, right? You know, you get a good cut, man. Because those organs and body parts, they're pretty expensive. You know, on the mainstream market and even the black market, man. All right. So they give you a good cut, but it's hard to get into. And then even if you do get into it, you know, they might require you to take some vaccinations, man. So that's why you don't see too many brothers doing that medical courier shit. Right. But those are the best apps to do. And really, you can be the Uber. You know, you just gotta find your own contracts. You can be the DoorDash. You can be the medical courier. If you find your own contracts and contact these smaller businesses like nursing homes, you know, smaller hospitals, you know, even the holistic type, you know, because they need every business needs some sort of delivery system in place for it to survive and operate in 2026. Because most people, I don't want to say most, but I'll just say, let's just say half of the population don't like to leave the house. They just stay in the house, scared, man. That's why food delivery, all types of delivery, Amazon, so forth, is very popular. All right, and guess what? Who's the majority of the drivers? Jake. You know, see this crazy looking white woman. I believe she could be a Jake, man. She was going in on the DoorDash. You see, like this is definitely a Jake dude right here. You know, the new modern day slavery. Look at this. It's like a Northern Tribe Jake. You know, like a Simeon Knight looking Jake. It's another Northern Tribe Jake. So the majority of these people do that after our people, man. You know?
Let
me get to the point, man.
Cross more than 100.
Let me get to the point, because you know, still I had up, basically said, let me put it right. That DoorDash drivers basically make $11 an hour, man. 4 tips. That's a damn joke. So basically, those are two $5 base pay orders. So basically, you're doing 2 orders per hour, and you just hoping and praying you get tips. You know, I mean, I never seen a nigga retire off of the gig economy. You know, I'm just doing it to get by, so you have some money in your pocket and you cover your bills. You know, and you got certain apps that are decent, got certain apps that are bad. That's one thing, man. You gotta take the good with the bad when doing this app shit, man. Okay. But, you know, it does give you flexibility. You ain't gotta have a job. This guy, he says the economy is so bad, I just made $34 in 8 hours on DoorDash. So
Zoro gets you.
whether he's clickbaiting or not. Guess what? There's certain people that's really going through it, man. And look, this is how you know this is the devil. I got the volume off, and he's still making the commercial go, man. So still got the commercial running, man. So, you know, DoorDash, those are like seasonal jobs, man. These app jobs, gig jobs, catering jobs, these are seasonal jobs. Best time of year to do them is what, like winter time and tax return time up until like graduation time, and that's it. So between, you know, August back to school, April, May, graduation time, those are the best time of year to do it, man. Right. So let me get Isaiah 19, man. Let me get Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19:50. Neither shall there be anyone for Egypt. It's talking about America. Because even when you do find a job, you do the interview process, it's a good chance you ain't gonna be hired because they're interviewing like 30 other people, including yourself. So it's a good chance, you know what I mean, the odds are gonna be against you getting a job. The job market is very competitive, especially if the job pays decent. Decent meaning what? Like 70K and above. 70K is what? Like about 14K, 14. So 70 divided by 12. So about 6K a month, and after taxes, you're seeing about 3-4K. So you got your 4K, right? Half of it goes to your cost of living. So your rent's $2,000. For your portion of your rent and mortgage, $2,000. So you're paying that. That's half now. So you left with $2,000. Food, you don't spend about $1,000. You left with nothing, man. So even 70K is nothing no more. Right? So it says neither is going to be any work for these. It's talking about America, because America, it's the house of buying Egypt. Egypt is a Greek word meaning bodies, man. Right? So it's the head and tail branch of West, maybe. So there's no working machine, man. Babylon, man. Which is barely work now, but it's only gonna get worse. Because Esau wants to put the people in this market beast system, this you'll own nothing and be happy system. There's another thing called it's an entitlement program. Damn, I can't think of the name. Basically, it's a stimulus. You're getting a stimulus if you take the mark of the beast, man. Oh, universal basic income, UBI. Right. UBI. These are the wiles of the devil, man. You know, this is all done by design. Okay. So our scripture says, seek the Lord early, because you don't want to be seeking the Lord late, even though it's going to be brothers that's going to wake up at the last of the last trump. But you want to seek them early, man. That way you know it's coming. You don't want to be blindsided by this, because the majority of Americans put their faith in their careers, their jobs, you know, even in this comment board. In this comment board right here, man. And I'm gonna have to like revisit this video. But even in that comment board, man, you know,
Want to become a cybersecurity
like
engineer?
majority of
If you're
people,
tired of your current career, even though you're getting
they
paid
trust
well,
in
and you
their
want to
jobs,
switch
man.
careers into IT so you
Real people,
Like they
not
call
like
them
actors.
unskilled workers.
Real
Guess
people.
what?
From me.
Majority
I
of
don't-
people,
New
they
York
were,
City rents
forced,
just
I don't understand. Like,
they were forced into this position, into the gig economy. You know, by what? Losing their jobs, losing their careers, losing their businesses. Okay, like even myself, I was pushed into this. There's certain brothers that I know personally that like really never had a job, or you know, they ain't have too many income sources working what they call it, a W-2, right? So you know, they just went straight from their oil tables to the gig apps, you know. So hey man, scripture say many great miseries are gonna fall upon these people, and that's part of it, man. Not knowing where your next meal, your next paycheck gonna come from. And that's the only good thing about these apps. They do pay the same day. You ain't gotta wait 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks like you do with a normal job, man. Alright. But really this app shit is all to track the people's movements anyway. That's the ultimate reason for it, is to track the masses movement. Because I seen a clip basically stating that, you know, like over half of American adults are doing gig work or some type of freelance work. So this place is done, man. You know, that American dream is a nightmare, man. They scripture say, believe in Ecclesiastes, those that look out of the windows be darkened. So, you know, we at the final curtain call. I'm gonna end it there till next time.